Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video I am going to share a Huda Obsessions palette. This was a limited edition that was released with two other palettes, so there were three in the collection. The palette that I chose was the Jaguar palette. Very cool tones, very sultry tones, but isn't it stunning? So let's get into this palette and the eye look I created. Thanks for joining me today, guys. My name is Ange and I like to share all things beauty and lifestyle aimed at the hooded eye girl and the mature woman. As I navigate my more mature years, I love makeup and skincare, and as I play with those things, I love sharing those experiences with you. So if you are interested in videos like that, please consider subscribing by clicking on the subscribe button down below. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you do enjoy it. It helps my channel, so that's awesome. And I do upload videos on a weekly basis, although in the lead up until Christmas there's going to be quite a few bonus videos, as there's just so much being released at the moment and I can't help myself. But in this video we are looking at the Huda Beauty Wild Obsessions that she brought out recently. As I said, there are three palettes in this collection. We have the Wild Chameleon palette, we have the Python palette, which is actually quite pretty too, and of course the palette that I picked up was the Jaguar palette. Now these retail for $29 US and they are available in New Zealand at Sephora New Zealand as well. So very easy to be able to obtain this palette. I will leave links down below in the description box. There is not really a lot to say. There are quite a few different finishes in here. You've got mattes, 1, 2, 3, 4 mattes, some metallics, shimmers, and just a really neat variety of colours here that are quite different to what I have been using lately. We'll get straight into the eye look. Going to be having some fun today. This is not an everyday neutral palette. I have primed my eyes with the Mario Master Eye Prep and Set in light just on my eyelids and set it with the powder in there, and thank goodness there is a light shade, so we're going to go for that, taking in it Morphe M504. Okay, so just adding that in the outer portion of the eye. It's a great skin tone colour, so and I'm not being too worried about where I put this because it is just a transition shade, so I'm just doing outward circular motions around my hood and orbital bone. Doesn't matter that it's going on my lid, that's fine because it's a light colour. So just getting it right up there in the crease line, or right up there in my upper eyelid area. Morphe R37 brush, and I'm going to go in with the mauvey shade. It's not really mauve, is it? Lilac-y purple shade. Now did you see the dust come off that, guys? Yeah, so make sure if you are using this palette to tap off the excess. And I'm having issues at the moment with, it's not really the shadows, it's I've got a wee divot in this eye as I'm getting more and more hooded, so I really need to make sure that I am lifting this eye, or lifting my lid, because when I'm not, it's got like a little divot, and then it's catching and looking like the shadows are patchy, and it's not actually the shadow's fault. It's just the way my eyes are heading down south in my 50s. So I am just lifting the tail of my eyebrow and blending that in the outer corner, and then I'm going to softly take that into the crease. See, no patching because I raised that up. I'm going to try that one more time. Just build that up just a little bit. And head on into the socket line just softly. Once again, the socket line is your natural orbital bone on your skeleton, irrelevant of where folds of skin or tissue are. We're wanting to go to that natural bone structure. I'm just dragging that in. You can see I've slightly shadowed that in. So this is going to have to be a practice that I'm only just adopted, because my eyes are getting more and more hooded and droopy. And this is really, really, really important. As we age, we have to keep adapting. We can't just be applying our makeup to what we're used to. And for someone like me who's even quite happy and comfortable with applying makeup and wearing makeup, I'm having to adapt because my features are changing. You'll also notice that I have taken my lash extensions off, because there's a couple of videos that I would like to film for women out there who just want to make the best of their features with what they've got, not the added lash extensions, all that extra things. I'm wanting to go back to basics and just go over some of the things you can do just to tweak a little bit to enhance what God gave us. I'm going to go in with my good old Makeup Geek Outer V brush. I'm going to go in with this. It's a brown with purple tones. And I'm going to do the good old tap, tap, tap in this outer corner. I'm lifting that outer brow and just tapping in the direction of the tail of my eyebrow. Then I'm going to run it under my eye while I've got it lifted, and I'm going to follow the line of that lower lash line, and that way I get the correct angle of the shadow. And then I can continue just tapping that in the outer V, outer corner, just along that line, and I just gently tap that in while I'm adding the colour, because I'll go back in with my blending brush to blend it in. This is where I like to take my mirror, look straight ahead, and yes, I can see the darker colour whilst I'm looking straight ahead. Now if I was to finish at my crease line, when I looked straight ahead, that shade would be completely lost. So I like to look in a mirror straight ahead and see, yep, that colour's there, I'm happy with that. Then I'm going to go back in with our R37 brush with our transition shade, and I'm going to blend in with that dark shade just on the outer. Just to give us that gradient. Now, whereas, say, the Norvina palette and the Natasha Denona Retro purples and mauves are more warm toned, this is definitely on the cool tones, which is a nice change. I added a bit much under there, so I'm just going to take my sponge and try and blend that a bit better. Too busy talking. Now, I don't know if you can see, I will try and zoom in. This is where my fold becomes a problem. The fold is coming over and there is a disconnect between the bottom line and where I am going up on the outer. So this is where it takes more care to make it look blended and part of the look. Taking the mirror again, looking straight ahead, and see, look, looking straight ahead you can see the top of the dark here. Looking straight ahead, it is getting a little bit lost here, so I need to go a little bit higher. The joys of hooded eyes, ladies, the joys of hooded eyes. So I'm taking that up just a little bit higher because we could not see that. Now it does look not blended yet, but we're going to get there. Okay, so we've added that colour, dipping in it to our transition shade again, just a little bit, and then blending that on top of that darker colour. I am enjoying the cooler tones today. So we're dipping back into the transition shadow. We get a really good blend and not a patchy blend of that dark shade, and then just softly heading it in towards the crease. Now I'm waiting patiently for my overseas orders of makeup, but things have really taken a snail's pace with the way things are. We have been warned that many of our overseas orders won't get here, maybe even before Christmas. So I'm hoping my makeup orders do come, but we're getting lots of warnings that not to expect our packages very soon. And you know, Christmas shopping's going to be a challenge, they are warning. It's dark enough, so we'll go with the middle lilac-y shade. It's very sparkly though there, very sparkly, but we'll try it. I'm just going in with this old makeup brush I have by Vow Beauty, and I'm going to put it on dry, and that wasn't successful. Okay, so if I try a finger, ooh, big difference, finger. Wow, oh, this is such a nice change to all the looks I've been doing lately. And I am sorry, I did say I was going to try and get back to a lot of everyday looks, but when you get fun palettes like this, we got to try them, don't we, ladies? We got to try them. Okay, definitely goes on better with your finger. It's actually a little bit shifty, that colour. Try a little bit of brush just to get that in there. If it does, oh, it laid a little bit down, just not as much as with a finger. It's so cool. So cool. We'll go with a Morphe M321. And I'm going to take our transition movie shade and just blend out along the bottom lash line. Fallout, guys, because I've been tapping my brush, is minimal. Even the glitter hasn't dropped down on my cheeks. Fenty Beauty eyeliner, what's it called? Fly pencil in Perpetrator is getting a lot of use lately. So I'm just going to run that on my lower lash line, on the outer third. In my waterline on top. And in the lash line, in the mega lash line that I have. And I think it's just important with mature eyes and hooded eyes, not just mature, hooded eyes, is rather than lining on your lid and taking up space, is getting it as close to your lashes as possible. That means grabbing your lid and running that pencil along the lash line. I'm going to go back in with our little brush and just blend that outer third on the bottom. Now if I had more lashes I would mascara my lashes, but it's no point, does not make any difference. So I'm going to take my lash glue pen by Kiss and I'm just running this glue. It's like a little liner, but it's clear. You can get them in black as well. I like the clear. And just running that along there. I haven't even measured my eyeballs to see if these lashes are going to fit. Now the lashes I'm using are Ardell, and these are the Remy lashes. False lashes here in New Zealand are so expensive. I mean, for Lily lashes you're looking at around $50 a pair, $50 to $60 a pair, and for Ardell's they're still just under $20. So for me, wearing lash extensions is a good idea. Now these are going to be too long, aren't they? Oh, maybe not. Look at that. No, they're not. I'm going to get them on. What I love about this lash pen is there's no downtime. You just pop the glue on, pop your lashes on, kaboom. I really think a tool like this is super important and handy. Why I don't want to apply mascara prior to putting the lashes on is that when I remove these later they're going to still be pretty clean and I'm going to be able to wear them again and again and again if I can keep them like this. And the glue on this lash pen is so minimal that it doesn't leave a lot of mess on the lash. Oh my god, I love those. Okay, so I'm going to show you the difference here between having, if you're blessed with beautiful full lashes, I am so envious of you, but at least we have the option to add a beautiful lash. Now these are probably way too dramatic for a lot of you, but I love a dramatic lash. I think it opens up my eyes, makes a difference between it looking droopy and downturned. It just lifts my eye. I think is more youthful. Yes, I can go for a more natural lash, and I will get some to show you in a more natural makeup look, but in the meantime, they're beautiful. I just paint it right along my lash line. It's a felt tip, right along. Best invention for false lashes, in my humble opinion. Yep, these are going to be my go-to flash lash. I'm going to call them my flash lash. Oh my god, they are so cool. I am not doing a heck of a lot today either. I'm going to go and pick up some outdoor furniture. I've got to go and pick up a trailer and pick up some outdoor furniture. I'm going to look absolutely fab, darling, as I do that. Okay guys, finished look. Loving the cool tones today. Absolutely think that's amazing. So out of the 3 palettes, this was the only one I purchased. It was the only one that took my fancy. So that is the Jaguar palette, and I hope you enjoyed the look. I've enjoyed playing with it. I think the colour is pretty awesome. I'm really looking forward though to my Pat McGrath order arriving, because my flash, I'm pretty sure it's called the Flash Pen, is coming, and I'm dying to start trying that with my glitter shades from other palettes and seeing how they go with the Flash Pen. So when that arrives, I am going to start using that when I use glitter and metallic shades on my eyes. So it's a hit for the palette and a hit for the lashes. Love the lashes. Alrighty then, I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. I've had fun playing with that palette today. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe by clicking on the subscribe button down below. Give the video a thumbs up just to let me know that you like these types of videos. And I hope you've all had a beautiful and a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. See you later guys. Bye.